Today, we're diving into one of the biggest creator controversies of the year, the story of Pirate Software, an indie game dev turned streamer, and his explosive feud with the Stop Killing Games movement. Whether you've never heard of Pirate Software or have no idea what Stop Killing Games is, got you covered. This is a breakdown from the very beginning to the most recent scandal, with all the drama, all the context, and community reactions you need to understand it all. Let's get into it. Pirate Software, real name Jason Hall Thor, is a Twitch streamer and indie developer known for his deep voice, tech advice, and passionate speeches on game dev. He used to work at Blizzard and QA, and he won't let you guys forget that one.
So I worked at Blizzard for 7 years.
And he's grown a large following for his programming tutorials, story times, motivational rants, and he's even won a League of Their Own award at the 2024 Streamer Awards.
And the winner goes to the man with the voice changer, Pirate Software.
Yeah, they know this actually is really heavy. Holy shit.
But behind the success, he's built a reputation for being egotistical, defensive, combative, especially when criticized, and over time, his behavior has sparked some major controversies. In late 2024, Pirate was part of a World of Warcraft guild called Onlyfangs. Now, to provide some context on what hardcore World of Warcraft is, if you've never played World of Warcraft, maybe you've played Minecraft. So I'll use this as an example. In Minecraft, what you would do in that area is that if you made a hardcore world, you die, and if you die in that world, it's over. All your progress, everything gone. That goes the same for World of Warcraft. There is a hardcore mode in classic World of Warcraft where if you die, hundreds of hours are gone. So that's just it. If it is what it is, you gotta restart. So the drama started when he blamed a mage for letting people die in a dungeon run.
God damn it.
Run.
Just run. Can you tell you, dummy?
Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
What are you talking about? Why am I walking? Look at my mana.
This is savageable. Come on, man.
What am I supposed to do for you?
Just kill the Mastiffs. One shot. Okay.
Evocation's on cooldown, man. Hold that when I had...
You instantly ran out, bro. You instantly ran. You didn't even look
As
back.
much as you're angry right now, of course I ran.
I'm not angry at all.
You overpulled 2 packs. You overpulled 2 packs and a boss. I had 1,400 mana left. I had to spend all of that mana to try and put it on Blizzard to save you guys in the first place, and nothing left. You weren't paying attention to party resources, you overpulled, and you weren't paying attention to where the boss was. That's not on me.
But there wasn't even like any information. We are just yapping about useless stuff. Do you see my point?
I mean, yeah.
But
I mean,
oh dear God.
And I can still see that I can at least use a Frost Nova there.
Okay, then go roll a mage and do it.
You were the first person that ran away and didn't even look back. Literally.
This is the second time. This
you
is
could
the
have at least said like the boss.
You just gonna talk over me? Is that what we're doing now? You done giving your point? You good?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, cool. You go roll a mage then. See you around. Yeah, it's just him trying to blame somebody because he doesn't want to blame himself.
Bruh.
That's a mistake on them, and I'm not gonna get blamed for that. Not my fault at all. Yeah, not at all.
But when called out about it, he refused to take responsibility and lashed out instead. He was kicked from the guild, and the community coined the term roach to describe his gameplay. And I'll be honest, it's rather fitting. Rather than laugh it off, Pirate went nuclear, banning up to 50,000 people in his Twitch chat for referencing a mana gem he forgot to use. Now, I'll be honest, I kind of did like Pirate back in the day. I thought he was cool, I thought he made sense, and he was very intellectual. But what I don't like is when people do not take accountability. I am one of those people. I have that issue sometimes too. But if I'm called out for it and I know I'm wrong, there's no way I'm not gonna just man up to it. He also threatened to DMCA anyone posting the clip. The backlash was swift, and the moment became a meme. But Pirate, he didn't back down. Oh no. He doubled down. The false DMCA against a piratey game. Now this happened in January 2025. An indie dev named Brandon Ferrantino, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, made a piratey with a spoof version of popular streamers. So of course Pirate Software was portrayed in that, and he was portrayed as, you guessed it, a cockroach, a nod to his wall drama, using a short clip of his voice as well. Even though the voice clip was only a Pirate test build, never released publicly, Pirate's legal team sent a DMCA takedown to Steam and threatened legal action. The game was temporarily removed from Steam, causing massive outrage. People accused Pirate of hypocrisy. I think I'm using that word right. I hope I am. Using the brand literally called Pirate Software to squash a piratey joke with false copyright claims. Once again, Pirate's actions were seen as heavy-handed, and the indie dev community turned against him. Still, this wouldn't be his final scandal. So, more recently, Stop Killing Games is a gamer-led campaign started by YouTuber Ross Scott. Ross Scott, the guy behind Freeman's Mind and Accursed Farms. The company's mission is super simple. Like, it's literally blatantly put out there for everybody to see. Like, you'd really have to be willfully dense. I guess somebody is. Anyway, the mission is simple. When companies shut down online games, they should provide a way for people who bought them to still play. That's literally it. It doesn't get any more. That's it. That's the definition. It doesn't get any deeper. It doesn't do anything else like that. That is it. However, that seemed to go right over Pirate Software's head.
Well, the short version is the initiative is about requiring publishers to have end-of-life plans for games they've sold to customers in the future. So when they shut them down, customers can continue running them without their support. So that's one thing Thor doesn't understand, but he also seems to think this is about converting multiplayer games to single-player.
Transitioning an entire multiplayer server-side game into a single-player video game. The idea that suddenly you need to make every single live service game playable single-player offline? No, dude.
Correct. No.
Anyway, whether that's through offline modes or community-run servers, SKG, Stop Killing Games, wants to make sure consumers don't lose access to the games they paid for. The movement took off when Ubisoft killed The Crew. The Crew is a game that literally became unplayable because of server shutdowns. By early 2025, Stop Killing Games started gaining traction, with Ross leading a petition to push for EU legislation, but it still hasn't hit 1 million signatures until Pirate Software jumped in. Now, in June 2025, Pirate Software released a video slamming Stop Killing Games. He called it unrealistic, damaging to game developers, and claimed it would force companies to keep games online forever. And he referenced it, to eating ass quite a bit.
I think this is ass. This is complete garbage. All of this can eat shit then. I drop the mask entirely.
The whole ass.
They can eat my entire ass. The whole thing.
The problem, that's not what SKG is asking for. They're asking for Fallout solutions, not indefinite servers. And that went right over Pirate Software's head, even when it was blatantly put in front of him. Ross Scott tried to reach out, but Pirate ignored him, doubled down, and kept misinterpreting the movement in streams and tweets. Again, whole butthole. Ross eventually responded in a video titled The End of Stop Killing Games, where he calmly explained how Pirate had twisted SKG's goals and possibly hurt the campaign. He laid out the facts and made it clear that Pirate's behavior was damaging. So the internet explodes. After Ross's video, everything blew up. Moist Critical made a video siding with Ross. Other creators piled on, and Pirate started tweeting again, calling Ross's community toxic, and then later deleted it, of course. He posted a half apology, but stood by his position. And the internet, they weren't having it, bud. Comment sections and forums roasted Pirate's attitude. And why shouldn't they? People were tired of his pattern. Overreact, double down, play the victim. Even some of his fans backed away. I being one of those fans. But here's the twist. All this drama ended up helping Stop Killing Games. The controversy gave the campaign massive visibility. The petition passed 1 million signatures, and SKG went viral because of Pirate's criticism. He should have stopped while he was ahead. At the time, Pirate was working with Off-Brand Games, a publishing company co-founded by Ludwig. And don't get me started on Ludwig. I don't really like the guy either. Recently, Ludwig has also done some drama.
Let's up those numbers! That's not good!
If you guys want to get in on that drama as well and want me to post a Ludwig video, please let me know in the comments below. I have something to say about that guy as well. More or less, not taking accountability again. Seems familiar, ain't it? After the SKG drama, some people started review bombing off-brand titles in protest. So, Pirate announced he would leave the company to avoid dragging it down. Some praised him for stepping aside. Others questioned if the review bombs were even real. But either way, he stepped away from off-brand, ending the chapter of his career. Today, Pirate Software is still streaming and making content, unfortunately, but his reputation is bruised, shattered. Call it big brain move on his end, but he should have stopped again while he was ahead. That was a big Giga Chad brain move there, 200 IQ. But the SKG movement, on the other hand, stronger than ever. We're getting back. The entire story is a perfect example of how ego, poor communication, and a refusal to back down can turn a disagreement into a full-on internet war. And ironically, by trying to tear SKG down, Pirate Software helped make it go viral. Whether he learns from it, that's up to him. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.